What's up everybody? We're back at it again with another Magnum Quest video, and in this one we're going to be going over my top 5 mistakes to avoid. There probably is more, but these are the ones I could think of. If you have others you think would be good, simply feel free to comment down below so others can read them. Be sure if you enjoy my content, hit that subby button and smash that notification bell so you know whenever a new video is posted. I also wanted to quickly say thank you so much for the support from the Magnum Quest community. It really helps motivate me to keep grinding and get these videos out there. But enough chatting. Let's get this going. Let's do this. I will have some bonus mistakes to avoid at the end of this video, so be sure to stay and check those out as well. But before we get into this video, oh my god, Magnum Quest announced on their Facebook today the creation of the game's Discord channel. Be sure to join that so we can build up a helpful and positive community. Link will be in the video description. Also, the 3 current live codes you can use will be pinned in the YouTube comment. I'll go ahead and put in the latest code right now. If you didn't know how to do that, you simply click your hero portrait and then go to redemption code. So the first mistake to avoid is hero ascension. So before we get into the upgrading, if you go to your portraits, you can see the heroes are broken up into categories. We got legendary tier, gold tier, and bronze tier. Gold tier are the heroes you won't be able to upgrade past 3 stars, so a level cap of 200. These are your safest source of hero fodder, which means hero food, except for the hero Gaia. If you're in the early to mid game level, I would save her because she is a monstrous damage dealer and she's easy to upgrade, which is why I had her as a temporary S tier hero. So if we jump into the ascend part of the game, you can do auto ascend, but I usually prefer to do this manually. The reason for this is because auto ascend doesn't always make the right decisions. So if we look at my shadow faction heroes, you'll see I have some silver heroes here. When you combine them, you can make a gold tier hero like this. An example of a mistake not to do, say I want to upgrade my Vera here to 2 stars. It requires 2 1-star heroes. You don't want to use legendary tier heroes such as Alden because these are harder to obtain than your common silver heroes that can be upgraded into the gold tier. You also don't want to use the same tier hero to upgrade into 2 stars, such as if I wanted to make my Alden 2 star, I would not use another 1-star copy of him because at 2 stars you're going to need him. It may sound a little confusing at first, but I will be making a video discussing things you may not know, where I go into more depth on the hero ascending process. To sum this up easier, don't use legendary tier heroes to upgrade legendary tier heroes. If you look at my Fortress faction heroes here, I have a 3-star gold tier Carl I have been upgrading to eventually feed to one of my legendary tier heroes. However, I play many hero collector games, and if you're free to play / maybe a light spender, sometimes you just have to make those sacrifices for progression, but I would wait till later in the game so you have a better sense of potential ones you may want to sacrifice. Second mistake to avoid is not utilizing the shop resources. I made a video regarding my top shop heroes to aim for depending on what your formation may be lacking, and that will be linked in the video description and clickable at the end of this video. First we have the general store. I highly recommend you buy the 1500 barrel 75% discount at 3 million gold every single day. Barrel is what is needed to upgrade your heroes. Say I want to upgrade my Durla right now to be able to increase her level. I will need 57,000 barrel. The higher you increase their level, the more barrel, so the numbers start getting pretty high pretty quickly. Another solid option is to shop refresh for 50 dragon shards so you can buy the barrel again at 3 million gold. Personally, I haven't done this because if you have been watching my channel, you'll know that I am quite the patient person, so I tend to hoard all of my game's currency I'm playing, such as this one's dragon shards, until I have enough to do a huge summon session. The barrel for dragon shards, I would probably avoid this unless you're a heavy spender because in this game I do find dragon shards harder to obtain. Then the other two, as I mentioned, shop heroes for trial and ladder. It's important to make the right choices because I did buy some heroes when I first started that I know now that I shouldn't have, and it definitely slowed down my progression. The third mistake to avoid is upgrading too many heroes in the same faction. Now from my experience with hero collector games, or I believe the hipsters, they call it gacha games, you never want to put all your eggs in one basket, meaning don't overcommit to one faction. You will starve yourself of hero food and slow down your potential progression a lot. Let's use my forest faction heroes as an example. So right now my main focus is on Fair, Alwyn, and Oshishi. I'm starting to gather up copies of Lone, Ion. I think that's man, I really need to go back to school because I don't know if that's an I or an L, but and Phi. So I stopped upgrading my Alwyn and left her at 4 stars and will now start working on my I'm gonna call her Poison Ivy as I did in my previous videos. And also the reason why I start the crap out of my Alolan is for whatever reason this game just wanted me to have her copies. I just kept summoning and I just kept getting more and more copies of her. As you can see, I even have more that I'm not even using. I personally think you should at most work on 3 heroes max of the same faction at once. Like if we go into my wild heroes here, the 3 I'm choosing is Ares, Hista, and Naomi. In Fortress, honestly, I've had really bad luck with these heroes in summons. I think the way things are going, I would go with Ekra, Arthur, and Fang. And finally, my Shadow faction, I'm working on Durla, Carlotta, and for my third, I would probably go with Merryxmas, I think that's how you say, if I ever get more copies of her. I honestly don't have much interest in the others I have. So to sum this up, go with 1 to 3 heroes max at a time of the same faction so you can progress at a steady pace. Otherwise, if you go crazy and try evening out with 4 or more, you'll probably end up getting frustrated due to being stuck on the same stage for weeks and weeks. The fourth mistake to avoid is leveling up more heroes than needed. In this game, if you go to the main screen, then you click on Squad, you will see you have your core 5 on the left and then your subs on the right. So the heroes on your right will take the level of your lowest hero of your core 5, so for me that is 200. This is an important note because you only need to level up 5 heroes. Do not invest resources like XP and Barrel into a 6th. It's just pointless when you can simply add them to your bench, as I like to call it, and they take the level without any cost. One of the great things about this game is the amount of slots you get. I play games where to unlock 1 slot can cost 800 or more in-game currency, or the long process of accumulating the free resource by completing campaign stages. This may sound like common knowledge, but I do see players in many games not utilizing this feature if it does have it. Fifth mistake to avoid, not utilizing set equipment bonuses / runes. Another little tip is to avoid upgrading non-set equipment as it's not beneficial. It doesn't give you those additional stats as the set gear does. So just ignore the fact I upgraded Durla's weapon, which isn't a set piece to +3. To be honest, I did a lot of things early on I shouldn't have, and I also haven't really been focusing much on my equipment, which is a downfall of my progression, 100%. So as you can see, both on her chest and boots, they have the intelligence set bonuses, and at 2 pieces you gain 5% def, at 3 you gain 12% HP, and at 4 you gain plus 10% attack. If you go to your raid feature, then challenges, you'll see the different bosses drop different set pieces, intel, strength, and agility. The 4th boss drops runes, which is the next part. In this game, I find the runes can easily turn a good rolled one into a crap one in a matter of a click because you can actually get negative stats. I don't think I've played a game yet that has a chance for negative stats, so that's why it's very hard to get the rune you like. If you go to your runes bag, you will see there's bronze and silver quality. You have a chance at better and more stats with the silver, but it requires more to upgrade. It's really up to you how you wish to equip the runes on what heroes, what stats you're looking for, but don't forget about them. Now some of the bonus mistakes, I chose not to include these because they have to deal with spending real money. But if you do choose to spend real money, the first mistake I don't want players making is choosing the 1-month pass over the deluxe. If you can afford to, I would definitely recommend saving up more to purchase the 1-month deluxe, and the reason is you gain hero medals, and at the end of the month you'll be able to choose any hero in the game minus the 2 new faction heroes, Sir and Kados. Comparing this to the 1 month and the 60 gold soul dice, which is a random hero, meaning it could be a legendary tier hero, it could be a gold tier, it could be anyone. This is especially good because when you start hero upgrading, you will need multiple copies of the same hero, so this allows you to focus one. Now I can't show you these next 2, but if you do choose to spend in this game, don't pass up those $1 packs that warrant gold soul dice, or the limited time pack that becomes available when you first start. I think it lasts 2 weeks, I'm not sure, I could be wrong, but the value you get from real money to dragon shards is very, very good. Hopefully this will help everyone out so they don't slow down their progression in the game. The other video that will be coming out this week is 100% exploration for the forest ruins. As always, thanks for watching, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for future videos, and stay tuned for the next one.